on our gala at Carnegie Hall. Auditions for the 2024-2025 season will be happening soon. We have opportunities for composers to have their works premiered and professionally recorded with the Leonard String Quartet, opportunities to perform a concerto with the New York Chamber Players and Orchestra Manhattan. Composers may also submit their scores to be premiered by these two fabulous orchestras. Solo opportunities, chamber music opportunities, and opportunities for large ensembles as well. Receive evaluations from the finest musicians, have a press interview, be featured on our daily internet TV show, receive certificates, medals, and a video of your performance, and have opportunities for many other awards. Applications are currently available on our website. Don't miss out on your opportunity to present your music on this world-renowned stage. We look forward to hearing your performances.
We're delighted to have Anna Maria Mendieta with us, who's a beautiful harpist, and you'll be performing in a couple of days with the New York Chamber Players. Anna Maria, welcome, and tell us about the piece you're playing.
Thank you so much. Well, it's a pleasure to be here, and I feel so excited to be a part of the concert on Thursday with this incredible organization. The piece that I'm going to be playing is Isaac Albéniz' Asturias, which is a very famous piece for the guitar, but the background story is that actually Albéniz had composed it for the piano to mimic the sounds of a guitar, and it really became one of the most famous pieces on the guitar, but it works so well on the harp because we've got the kind of the tonalities of the guitar, we've got the plucked instrument, but with the range of a piano. And so it really produces a fantastic full sound, exciting sound. And I'm excited to play this on Thursday.
Right,
Thank you so much.
Can't wait to hear it.
Thank you.
And tell us also about your relationship with tango music.
Thank you.
It's quite fascinating.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, yes, people are don't associate harp with tango.
And why is that?
Why is that? Well, the reason is because tango music originally was for the bandoneon or violin, guitar, flute. But for harp, especially music of Piazzolla, who is one of the most foremost tango composers, his music is very, very chromatic And because of the chromaticism, that makes it especially difficult to play on the harp. And many years ago, when I heard Piazzolla's music for the first time, I was just mesmerized with how incredible his music was. It was percussive, it was dynamic, and so I tried to find an arrangement for harp, and I would go to the music stores and ask, and guess what? They would laugh at me. They would laugh at me and say, "You can't play tango music on the harp. It's too chromatic. It's to this, to that." But
which means it takes
means
too many changes.
That's right. On the harp, I have 7 pedals behind the harp, which I use to change keys. So each pedal connects with the 7 notes of the scale. So whatever key I'm playing in, I'm set in a certain pattern. Then during the piece, if I have key changes, I have to move those pedals, shift them very quickly and very strategically as I'm playing. When a piece is chromatic, that is especially complicated for the harp, and that's why people, in fact, composers would think that it could not be done on the harp. But I love a challenge, and especially if someone says, you can't do something, that motivates me even more so to try to make it happen. So it became quite a project and passion of mine for the last, I would say, since the year 2000, really.
Can we see you on YouTube?
Yes, you sure can. In fact, I have a YouTube channel called Harp Tango.
You have your own channel.
Yes, Harp Tango, and so you'll see lots of excerpts
well, I hope
and
your name is
films
on the screen when they produce
Thank
this.
you.
But just in case
Thank
it isn't,
you.
we will repeat your name,
Thank
which
you.
is Anna Maria Mendieta. And
Perfect.
are you from California?
I'm from California, San Francisco originally, and but my grandfathers came from Spain and my grandmothers came from Mexico and Guatemala, and that's why we have this love. Yes, we love Spanish music, and many members of my family were involved with flamenco. My sister's a professional flamenco dancer. My father was the president of the board of Theater Flamenco, so we grew up with this in the family.
And was harp your first instrument?
Yes, it was.
How old were you?
I was 5 when I wanted to play the harp, but it took 2 years of begging my parents, and so I got to start when I was 7.
What attracted you to it? A little 5-year-old girl.
You know, I remember the day exactly. My parents, both of my parents were musicians, so they wanted everybody to learn an instrument, and we were raised listening to classical music in the house. And that day, they were playing a beautiful recording of Tchaikovsky's Romeo and Juliet. And in this beautiful piece, the orchestra builds up, and then all of a sudden there's a sacred hush in the middle of the piece with a beautiful harp solo. And as a 5-year-old, I was in awe, and so I would put my ear to the speaker and have them play the record over and over and over again, literally all day long, so I could hear that harp. And that's when I knew I wanted to play, and never, ever, ever, ever have thought of anything else. This has become my life. It's what I love to do most of all, and I'm so grateful. It's by the grace of God that I'm playing.
Well, it's amazing to hear a 5-year-old who gets so enamored with the sound of anything musically, but in this case it was the harp.
That's right.
And here you are a few years later, deep into it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Thank
and
you.
You're also the principal harp in Sacramento.
That's right, with the Sacramento Philharmonic and Opera.
Right. Is that the same orchestra that Michael Feinstein?
No, different one.
That's Pasadena, I think. Yeah. So you're the harp. How long have you been with the Sacramento Symphony?
About 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you played any solos with them?
Oh, yes, definitely. Oh, yes.
What pieces?
Rodrigo's Concierto Serenata.
Right.
Yeah, beautiful piece.
And are there many concertos that I don't know about that are written expressly for harp and orchestra?
There are plenty, which is beautiful, that we've got, of course, representation with the Impressionist composers of Debussy and Ravel. They composed for harp. The Ginastera has written an incredible harp concerto as well. Rodrigo has, of course, the harp Concierto Serenata, and the Concierto de Aranjuez was also personally arranged by Rodrigo for harp as well, since it's such a beautiful piece.
And are composers today writing for harp, contemporary composers?
You know what? There are, and we're very grateful for that. Something to just connect back with the tango. I was asked to play music of tango with orchestra, so that became another tangent for me as a soloist, concerto soloist with tango music, Argentine tango music. So that's something that's unique to what I do, just to not only broaden the repertoire, but it becomes another medium, really.
I noticed that you play a Lion and Healy.
I do.
Which is sort of the Steinway of the harp, isn't it?
That's right. That's right. A lot of people think that.
Have you been to Chicago?
I have, and I've seen the factory, and it's quite amazing.
It is
7
amazing.
floors, and each floor is dedicated to a different part of the production. The bottom floor is the mechanics. One floor is just the wood carving.
Right.
Another floor is some.
Because I worked in Chicago
Oh,
for many
okay.
years.
So then you
So
saw
I was
it.
there, and I
Beautiful.
almost, I tried to talk them into doing a radio show.
Yes,
A harp radio, because they also have a publishing company,
that's right.
if I remember.
That's right.
And a recording label, I think.
I didn't know about
I
that.
think they do, if I'm right about that. So I thought, well, this is perfect for
Wow.
a radio series on the harp.
Right.
But it didn't quite happen. And then some years ago, I tried to talk them into doing a podcast, because that became popular. And I'm sure there are a lot of harp podcasts.
Yes. Yes.
Are there?
Yes. But Liney Healy has a beautiful showroom and concert hall on the top floor.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I think I was there for the inaugural concert, because that concert hall isn't that new. I mean, that it's somewhat new, maybe 15 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a beautiful company.
Yeah.
And I got to know the president a little bit. So what's in your future for, what are your big projects coming up?
Well, you know what? I'm excited to share that I'll be playing with the Cairo, the orchestra in Cairo, as a part of this the virtual concert halls and progressive musicians. And so this will be with the Cairo Opera Orchestra, and that'll be April 30th, and I'll be performing music of Argentine tango and Spanish music from the album, the recent album, and that will be with harp and orchestra. And so you'll get to see that broadcast as well live.
That'll be streamed.
That will be
from
streamed.
Cairo.
That's right.
Have you been there before?
No, I've always wanted to go, so I'm excited about it.
Well, good luck with that. And
Thank you.
We'll look forward to seeing that.
Thank you.
And I thank you very much for spending some time with us, and good luck on Thursday.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having
Good seeing
me.
you.
Perform on our gala at Carnegie Hall. Auditions for the 2024-2025 season will be happening soon. We have opportunities for composers to have their works premiered and professionally recorded with the Leonard String Quartet, opportunities to perform a concerto with the New York Chamber Players and Orchestra Manhattan. Composers may also submit their scores to be premiered by these two fabulous orchestras. Solo opportunities, chamber music opportunities, and opportunities for large ensembles as well. Receive evaluations from the finest musicians, have a press interview, be featured on our daily internet TV show, receive certificates, medals, and a video of your performance, and have opportunities for many other awards. Applications are currently available on our website. Don't miss out on your opportunity to present your music on this world-renowned stage. We look forward to hearing your performances.